it's Io here from Noodle Nook, and I just wanted to come to you real quick and talk to you about token boards. First off, I've got to tell you, if you're not using token boards or any kind of reward system in your classroom, you're missing out. These are powerful tools that really give a visual aid and support to a student who might be struggling with behaviors or at least following rules and doing the right thing. So I'm going to show you guys a video of how I used it with a student so that you can see kind of what it looks like in the moment. But I wanted to show you all the pieces before I get into that. First off, we have just a basic token board. It says what are you working for, so a student has a clear idea of what the reward is going to be that they're doing all their work for. This one, just as a special tip, I always suggest that you actually Velcro the options on the back so a student is able to choose which one they'd like to use, all in the same place. It's kind of a great way for storage, but a student will choose what they're going to work for and you're able to put that icon right up on the front. And then the other part of that is just having some tokens for the system to work with. So for this one, I have some superhero tokens that the student will be working for that will go ahead and add onto their token board as they do the right thing and finish their work. The other part that I wanted to show you that you're going to see used in action here is actually a communication board. A lot of students that I work with are nonverbal or minimally verbal. They are challenged with using communication, and I am a firm believer in core boards and core vocabulary to bridge that gap so a student is able to communicate and participate in lessons. So if you have not made yourself aware of core vocabulary and core boards or used one before, you're going to kind of see one in action as we work through a token board system. And then the other two items that you saw used in the video are going to be two just little work tasks. One of the work tasks is just using clothespins from the Dollar Tree and some clip cards. So the student is going to cycle through that. The reason I love putting things like that into these baskets as part of the work is I can control how many are in there. It may be that sometimes there's just one item in the work bin, and it could be for a different student you're able to layer in several depending on how much they're really able to do or how many tasks you want them to complete before they're able to earn or get their reward. So love stuff like that. And then again, with just the clips, the other part that you're going to see the student working through is a functional activity that's helping them to work with sentence stems, some core vocabulary, some sight word vocabulary, and food identification. So this one is actually a simple icon to icon match. I do have a version of this that is word to icon so that a student who's able to manipulate language a little bit better has a different kind of differentiated version to work with. So again, all those were removed and just set right into the basket. Those were the two work tasks that the student was going to cycle through. So just a couple of things on how to use a reward system. You saw me kind of pull this out. It really does come down to choosing the rewards that the student is going to work for. Ones that are obviously preferred are better, are going to have the most efficacy for you. After you review or allow a student to choose their icons, you're going to just review your expectations with them. What are these tokens going to be used for? Are they doing a token for work, a token for staying in their seat, for keeping quiet, for being compliant, following directions? Whatever it is that you want the student to work for, just review those expectations real quick so they have a good idea of what it is that they're having to do to get to that reward. The other part is when you do go ahead and give that token or reward icon, you want to pair that with some verbal positive reinforcement. So as you give a student the rewards on the card, you want to tell them exactly what they're earning them for. Here's a token, I'm giving that to you because you got your work done so fast. Here's a token, I'm giving that to you because you used your communication board. So that they are understanding that the tokens are coming because of a behavior that they exhibited and they know exactly what behavior that is. And then the other part of that is when a student fills up that card and earns their last token, that you go ahead and give them that reward time. So I just want to review real quick reward time, especially ones like this, which are so highly sought after for students. Technology time should be used with a timer or a time limit. Student doesn't do this work and then get to use the electronics, iPad, iPod, tablet, computer, internet for an unlimited amount of time. Be sure to set a timer so you can limit how much time is spent with the reward. And the shorter amount of time that you allow a student to use it, the more powerful it is to get them to be motivated to do the work cycle again, to get it again. So you want it just long enough to be entertaining, but not too long that they aren't left wanting more. So those are the steps that you get through. Just a couple of quick suggestions for you as you're doing that. Just remember always to pair the verbal and the token at the same time. And also when it comes time to fade the board, I know some people get really worked up about, if I use this system, my student's going to be dependent on always getting a reward. But there's no written directions down here that say how many works get done. So it could be that inside of one basket you have 3, 4, 5 tasks that earn a student a token. It could be that the amount of time that the student gets with the reward gets lowered. So when it's time to fade, just consider more work or more time on task to get the tokens and less time or amount of downtime that they're allowed to get their reward. If you're rewarding with food or edibles at all, then maybe fewer edibles or less drink or beverage. It depends on what you're rewarding a student with. So that's kind of how you do that as a reward system. And one final tip for you guys, just as you're using a token board, remember what you earn, you shouldn't take away. So just imagine if this were your paycheck, right? You work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you get to Friday, you get paid, right? Except your teacher's like, ugh. Your principal comes in and is like, I don't like the work you did last Tuesday, so I'm not going to pay you for that day. Can you imagine? Would you go back and finish next week's working all those days? Because now you don't know if you're going to get paid. Same kind of applies here, right? When you give a token, then you can't take it away. So be very mindful about when you give a token. You wouldn't want to give a token and then threaten a student that you're going to take away the token. They did the work and they earned it, so it shouldn't be taken away. So just a reminder of that. What you give, don't remove. It kind of takes power away from using this kind of board. So I'm going to go ahead and cue up the video of me walking through with a student, how a little step-by-step of using it with a student so that you can see kind of all the working pieces in action together. And I will see you right after. Okay, Luke, you ready to work? All right, what are you working for today? Tell me what you're working for. All right, take it out for me. Let's put it on the front side. Okay. Good job. Remember, we got to get 5 works done before we get snack, okay? 5 works before we get snack. What are you working for? I want snack. Good job. What work are you going to start with? Tell me. I want this one. Tell me. I want this one. Good job. All right, let's get to work. Hey Luke, I have to tell you, I really like how you used your device to talk to me today, so I want to give you a bonus one for using your board. Just do a good job. That was really good. Will you put that on there? That was a good job. Give me a high five on that one. Good job. All right, let's get to work. Here we go. Are you finished? Finished. Good job. Nice job getting work done. That was awesome. Let's put that on there. Good job. Thank you. I see you're finished. All right. What do you want to do next? Are you going to do this one next? All right. Hey Luke, I have to tell you, I really like how you used your board. I want to give you one more for using your board. I want that work. Good job. Good job. Good job. Hey Luke, I have a question for you. What is this? What is this? I want you to tell me. It is grapes. Tell me please. It is grapes. Good. What is this? Tell me. It is grapes. Good job. I like how you used your board. I love that. All right, when we finish this work, we'll be all finished, okay? Oh, there's a lot in there. All right, hold on a second, Luke. I want you to tell me something. What color is this one? You remembered. It is orange. Nice job. I think that was good. You remembered. It is orange. You're right. It is orange. Good job. So hopefully you're able to get a better idea of how to use a token board, a core board, and work task or work system in conjunction with each other as part of a token board or reward system. So be sure to check out the blog post on www.noodlenook.net where you can read more about how to implement a token system, how to fade a token system, and kind of when and where to use it, as well as more information about core vocabulary and work tasks. All right, mighty teachers, stay strong and teach on.